My name is Roxanne, the Tiny Taster, and today's recipe is Ros Omelette. Now, Ros Omelette is one of my favorite things to eat. I mean, I love it so much. I eat it as like a lunch or dinner when actually it's a Goan breakfast dish. Now, this is traditionally made with leftover chicken shakuti curry. And I have a shakuti recipe which I will link below, so please check that out. So if you are making the curry, then just make extra. The leftovers or the rus or the ros is what you would drizzle all over a nice omelette, and that becomes your Ros Omelette. But in case you don't eat chicken, you don't eat meat, but you do eat egg and you would like to do this Ros Omelette from scratch, I have this recipe for you. Now, I do want to mention that sometimes you will see both a shakuti and a Ros Omelette either a yellow mustardy color, which is what my shakuti was, or you will see it like a slightly fiery reddish orangish color, which is what I have done with this one. I just want to say both are absolutely fine. It's really your choice of how you want to make it. It just depends on the type of chilies you've used. So for this recipe, I've used Kashmiri lal mirch or red chilies. They don't have too much heat, but they give great color. In the other recipe, I use some other chilies. I use Guntur chilies, which have a bit of heat, but they don't give color. And then I put more haldi or turmeric in that, so it was a bit yellowish. So you can play around with it and don't stress about how the color will turn out. Just stress about the taste. I promise you, it is smashing. As always, I'll leave a link down below in the description to my website. It will have the full detailed recipe, so don't forget to check that out for measurements and things like that. If you like this recipe, as always, don't forget to give it a big fat like. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Share it with all your friends, and of course, the most important, subscribe to the channel. I'm so close to 10k subs. I'm so grateful for all of you. Really, fingers crossed that happens soon. So thank you so much, and without any further ado, let's get cooking. Now, in a pan, you will add all your ingredients: cinnamon sticks, coriander seeds, red chilies, grated coconut, poppy seeds, cloves, nutmeg, and some cardamom. And then on a low flame, you will just heat these so that all the spices get a little bit aromatic, and it just cooks slightly. I mean, not cooks, but it browns a little bit. You'll start smelling it. It will be lovely. It just takes a couple of minutes, and then you will set this aside. While this mixture is cooling on a plate, in the same pan, I add a little bit of oil and I add in some chopped green chilies for heat because the red chilies didn't have much spice, and a chopped onion. And then I will cook this till the chilies and onions soften a little bit. I mean, the onions can turn golden brown. I like to blister the chilies slightly. I like to cook them so it doesn't become too sharp and it's just softer. And then once this has cooked, you will set this aside to cool as well. Once both mixtures have cooled down, and it is very important that it is cool, you will add them all to your mixer grinder jar along with a teaspoon or two of some turmeric powder and a little bit of water to grind this into a paste. Like I mentioned, you could add more turmeric powder if you want a deeper color. Now, each time you blitz it, you'll have to stop and scrape down the sides and add a little more water from time to time. Don't add too much water at one time. You could add little as you go so that it grinds into a nice smooth paste. Once your paste is ready, in another pot you will add some oil and add in another chopped onion, and then cook this down till it softens and turns golden brown. As it's cooking, you will also add in some ginger garlic paste and then cook that through just till the raw smell goes away. Just takes a couple of minutes, but you will keep cooking this. You want the onions to soften as much as possible. You don't want hard chunks. And then whilst this is cooking, you will add to this mixture about 1 or 2 finely chopped tomatoes. Mine, I think, were not as finely chopped as I would have liked, but the smaller they are, the faster they cook. So chop your onions and tomato as best as you can, and then just cook this till it softens for a couple of minutes. Once you feel that the onion tomato mixture has softened and cooked well, you will add in all your curry paste. This is your main paste. Now, if you were making the shakuti with chicken, at this point, you would first add your chicken to cook it a little bit before adding the paste. But since we're making the curry just for the Ros Omelette, there's no protein or anything. You add the paste in right now and then cook this down. I'd like to cook the paste for a couple of minutes as is. And then to this paste, I will add in about a cup or two of water. I just rinse out the same mixer grinder jar, fill that with water so that it's easier and all the paste comes out. And you will cook this for about 7 to 8 minutes. As it's cooking, you will add in your salt along with some red chili powder and turmeric powder. Again, the amount of turmeric powder is entirely up to you. I didn't add too much. I just added a teaspoon or so. And I added more red chili powder, which has heat to it because I like this a little bit spicy. But you could play around with the heat as much or as little as you like. Now mix this well through and then just keep cooking because the paste is raw or kacha when you just cooked it a little bit. So I like to cook this and let it boil for another 7 to 8 minutes. Now, if you have thinly chopped onions and tomatoes, or you've cooked them down perfectly, it will blend and mix well in this curry. It won't be strong bits. So just keep that in mind. And then I like to bring this to a boil so it really thickens and cooks well. And you can adjust the consistency, add as much or as little water as you like, but I think this works just fine and your curry is ready. Now we get down to making the egg whilst the curry is cooking. I've just scrambled up 1 egg. You can add 2. The more you mix it and beat it in, the fluffier your omelette get. That's just a little tip. I've added a little bit of chopped onion and coriander to try and make it a masala omelette. You can leave it plain. You could add tomatoes, chilies, whatever you like. It doesn't matter. And then when your pan is nice and hot, you will add this in to make yourself an omelette. Now you can make your omelette however you like it, but I do not recommend a soft fluffy omelette for this. I do recommend it being just a little bit more cooked. I mean, fluffy is okay, but not too soft. So spread this around and cook your omelette as much or as little as you like. I cooked it till it was just firm on both sides, gave it a flip, and it was pretty much it. So in your plate or bowl, I would recommend a little bit of a bowl because you do have gravy in this dish. I just fold up the omelette. You could even just cut it into pieces and stack it on top of the other. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be pretty in any way. This is not a gracefully plated dish. This is just a yum dish and you want to do a quick breakfast. So once you get the omelette in the plate, you just scoop over all that luscious curry and that gravy on top of it, as much or as little as you like. Like at this stage, you could leave it just to have a little bit of gravy, but traditionally you would really go all out and you would drown that omelette in this luscious sinful gravy. It's so good. I do recommend, however, perhaps adding a chicken cube stock if you want more flavor. I think just your curry with some meat adds so much flavor, or you could skip it, entirely up to you. And then just a small little bit of garnish that you see everywhere, some chopped onions, some chopped coriander, and this is pretty much it. This is your Ros Omelette. You would serve this up nice and hot. You could add it with some fresh bread. In Goa, they eat it with poi. That is their traditional bread. You could serve it with anything that you like, really. Mop up all that curry. It is delicious. If you do make any chicken curry, whether it's shakuti or something else, leave some leftover and make this Ros Omelette. I know you are gonna love it. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon.